I'm thinking of wanting to watch Nightbreed. Well, mostly because it might get me to mood to, talk about tonight's review. In this case, looking back at Hellraiser II, Hellbound. There we go. So it's been a while since I reviewed the first film back in Halloween, October. We did a review of a film review every day of the month of October for Halloween. So this time, what was this one about though? Well, it draws things from the first film, callbacks in a way, so that folks that probably didn't see the first one have an idea of say, okay, these are this character and this character and this character. So a lot of the characters reprise their roles. In this case, the character of Christy Cotton, who was admitted into a psychiatric hospital as a defense to the first film. There, the head doctor unleashes these Cenobites from the puzzle cube and all that. I gotta say, looking back at this, I've seen this film before, and I never really I was I'll be honest, say when I was younger, I didn't really think about film in a critical thinking way. Mostly in the fact that, I just would watch, because mostly I would just watch the film, and then sometimes it would be saying, it was good, it was bad, or something like that. Now that I'm trying to think about it, and all that stuff. And I gotta say, looking back, this film does its job well. And that, the story for this one was done by Clive Barker as well. So, some things we learned about in this film is that, we learned about the backstory to Pinhead himself. Who, at one point he was a human. And eventually, he became a Cenobite. In this case, Spencer Elliott. And the things that make this film, looking back at it, rather interesting, sort of it flips it on its head, the previous film, in this fact that, the character of Julia Cotton, who was Christy's stepmother, and basically she comes back, and the doctors say, okay, here's some here's some bodies for you, now take their flesh and all that stuff. The film can be if you're expecting say something from gratuitous the first one was, it is. And I do like the fact that what character development that the character of Christy is doing is she, for the majority of the film, she believes that her father is calling for her to rescue him from hell. And so eventually another character, in this case the character of Tiffany, who is kind of not really going to talk because of all of her trauma that she is going through in a way. So the doctor is able to say, okay, we are all going down to hell and all that stuff. But eventually the character Julia, she ends up saying bye bye doctor, bye bye, and then puts him in a thing where he gets his body And
I brought you. And you wanted to know. Now you know. I wanted everything.
and carved up and all that. And eventually he becomes a Cenobite as well. The thing that makes this film rather interesting, since the Cenobites were first introduced in the first film, in this film, one thing that the Cenobite who the doctor gets turned into, that the doctor basically he ends up being able to turn the Cenobites back into their human versions of themselves. So that's honestly pretty cool. We get to see, oh, this what, this one was, different, this person or that person, all that. So it's a really interesting idea. And eventually, I do like the kind of say, we almost fooled you, when both Tiffany and Christy are able to get out of there, but the doctor goes no, you are not. And she then basically are able to fix the puzzle cube. Get out of there, and all that. So yeah, this film is entertaining. It has its, gratuitous violence in a way. Because this is what you kind of expect from a Hellraiser film. Because, the first one kind of set up the vibes of, hey, it's gonna be dark. You're gonna have some spookiness. You're gonna have some bit of gross body stuff going on.
Get them off me!
So yeah, in a way, Hellraiser 2, in a way, it continued what the first film did, and in a way, pushed it forward. Especially do say the matte painting of hell and all that. It's all fairly well done. The production value, has gone up since the first, Hellraiser. So, not too bad. Worth checking out if you haven't. See you next time.